Oh, that was good. For seat 2, question 5. And the first question, the first person is Ms. Zima Borsky. And number 5 is, elaborate on your approach to the environment through such methods such as waste management, recycling, water reuse, etc.
I believe that among the council, I am one of the biggest proponents of our environment. I think most of us are down here because of our special environment, and my promotion of acquiring state funding for the 9-acre key tree cactus shows my commitment to the environment. That was something that was accomplished in the past 2 years, and of course that special property preserves an endangered species, one of only 8 key tree cactuses in the world. In addition to that example, I believe that our reuse line that will go from North Plantation Key to the park will help us save money in terms of watering our fields, keeping them green, and of course this council has heavily promoted and pursued reuse. This council also actively pursued recycling opportunities, and we were the first community in the Keys that were able to recycle plastics 1 through 6, as well as office paper at our home recycling bins. So not only glass, not only plastic, but office paper and plastics 1 through 6 were pursued by this council, and our agreement with VSHA insisted that we have those opportunities at home. Thank you.
Mr. Purdo, you need me to repeat the question?
Yeah, please repeat the question, Larry.
Okay, question number 5 is, elaborate on your approach to the environment through such methods such as waste management, recycling, water use, etc.
Yes, Phil. When I first came here 33 years ago, we used to have oil slicks out there. We used to dump our line in the water, things we didn't know about. And over time, it's really helped. Recently, I've been a advocate about having our water checked in North Plantation Key Colony because of the 90-foot wells. Council directed the manager to get the wells checked, and we still haven't had it checked. So as far as water quality from our own sewers right now, I'm a little concerned. Are we creating a monster for our future if we don't have that water checked? DEP says that on their own website that one of the biggest pollutions in Florida Keys is shallow water wells. Why can't we get the water checked? But recycling is a must. We recycle at home, and I think the Keys should go green. Some of our motels have already jumped on the scene with that, and Don Zimmer was one of the first ones at the motel to go green. And we just need to clean up our whole system, starting with water, starting with having it checked. Thank you.
Thank you. C3. The first question is for Mr. Alenza, and the question is number 3. In these difficult economic times, what is your business plan for Islamorada not only to survive, but also to grow and prosper?
He should answer the question first. He's the one with the business plan. I think Islamorada has to have the most efficient government that we can accomplish that still meets the goals of the citizens. My small business experience for the last 30 years will serve me well, I think, because small businesses have to be extremely tight with funds. You've got to meet payroll, pay the rent, the phone, keep the lights on. And that cash flow situation, the village is a little different. It's not a business. It doesn't make money. It takes money and spends money. The object is to take as little as possible and accomplish what the residents desire of their government. We need to look at all departments. The budget process is extremely critical. I'd like to get the residents more involved in the budget process by having something more than just a budget workshop to encourage people to attend and let their feelings be known on just what they expect out of the village government. with sewers hanging over our head potentially, or some form of compliance with the 2010 mandate. That's a big monkey on our back that necessitates that we even further cut back on our ad valorem taxes. We need to go for every grant. We don't have a grant writer on staff right now. Grants could help us out tremendously in a lot of different areas, and I don't think we're pursuing them as fully as we could.
Time. Thank you. Mr. Phillipson, you need the question reread?
Yes, please.
Thank you. In these difficult economic times, what is your business plan for Islamorada not only to survive, but also to grow and prosper?
All business plans start with a mission statement and a goal. It starts with a budget, an organizational chart, defined duties, periodic review of these duties, periodic review of new technology. What is our customer base, which happens to be our citizens? Achieving our goals and our mission, examining the cost, the budget, the organizational chart, the efficiency, the service level, and then the change of a course of direction. And we are a business. It has to run like a business, needs to be organized, and it needs to have follow-up and follow-through on a consistent basis, particularly going into a budget season. Thank you.
Thank you. For seat 4, Ms. Gills will go first, and the question is number 2. What solutions do you believe are available to fund whatever wastewater program Islamorada decides to implement, and what is the best way to move forward until such funding is provided?
Well, can you repeat the second half?
Okay. Number 3.
Just repeat the whole thing if you like.
Okay. Well, I had to find the question again.
Sorry.
What solutions do you believe are available to fund whatever wastewater program Islamorada decides to implement, and what is the best way to move forward until such funding is provided?
Thank you, Barry. I believe the solutions for our wastewater is to take it to Key Largo. I think it's the best answer for everybody. It ensures quality of life. It will help increase the water quality because it will meet a much higher standard than the on-site plants. It's an expensive venture. It's an expensive venture no matter what you do. Moving forward, though, I think we can, now that we've put an assessment in place where we can get the designs in place, then we can stagger the assessments and wait on some of that grant money that we've been promised, and it's got money coming in the legislation. There's $200 million coming in the legislation for all of the case, and of course we'll get our share of it. The Army Corps still has money for us. And we can stagger the sections as that money becomes available and complete a section. You can't tear up the whole village at once. First of all, you're not going to want the whole village tore up at one time, so we'll do a section at a time and try to keep it as organized as possible for that. I truly believe in moving forward to Key Largo as a strong plan. We've been able to find some money through U.S. Rural Water to encourage regional plants.
Time.